The Brazos River is a very special fishery because it has a great combination of all sorts of things that trout love. It's a very fertile water. It's got lots of insects. It has fish that are largely unmolested. The Brazos is a very rough river, draining a high meadow through these cliffs. It's very hard to fish. It's very hard to get to. As a result, the fish don't get fished for a whole lot. The fly fisherman in me always wants to hang one of the big legendary brown trout that you know swim in here. We also know that there are a lot of big rainbows in here. What's unique about the Brazos is that for most of its length, it's a private river. And what that means is, you know, the fish are very unmolested. It's a nice rainbow. They're getting bigger. A great opportunity for folks to fish the Brazos is to come to Corkins Lodge, where they can stay at a reasonable rate in these beautiful cabins, and they can fish miles and miles of beautiful river. You can hire a guide, and that's a good way to learn the river. Otherwise, you can go their very well managed trails all up the canyon, and you can walk those trails, get down to the river, and have yourself a nice day of fishing. The river is a typical high gradient Rocky Mountain stream, flowing over big boulders, flowing through them, fast water, clear water, what would be called the typical Rocky Mountain freestone stream. I've got cover from these fish. It's so bright out, they might not see me. I'm a little lower because I'm downstream. A day like today, you're going to find that the sun is bright, the fish are spooky. They're going to demand the best cast. They're going to demand that you stay out of sight. They're going to demand that you don't flash your rod and be seen moving your rod back and forth. And that's the challenge today. Much of the year, this country is covered by snow, and when it's not covered by snow, it's melting snow, and so the water is high, very hard to make a living in. So conditions are rough. It's not a really hospitable environment for a trout. So when the water comes down at the end of runoff, the fish are going to spend most of their summer putting on weight. The fish are going to take a bite or at least sample whatever looks like food. They're sitting there waiting for their food to drift into their face, and if it looks like food, they're going to take it. So the fisherman has to make sure that his fly looks like a normal fly at the mercy of the current. Absolutely helpless, which means his fly has to flow at the exact speed of the current. You want to have flies that are resembling the predominant food forms in the river. Stoneflies, ants, grasshoppers, things like that. You want to have some of those in your fly box. It's best fished with a 4-weight fly rod, maybe a fast 3-weight fly rod. The Brazos is a wonderful dry fly stream. One of the best in New Mexico, if not the best. When you embark on a Brazos trip, you want to make sure you're in some reasonable physical health, mainly because you're going to be doing some hiking, some of it rigorous. You're going to be gaining in elevation. You might get up to 9,000 feet or above, so you want to make sure you've got a good rain jacket if you're in here in the summer or in the monsoon season. Another thing that's good to bring if you come up here is bug repellent or bug repellent clothing. Maybe carrying 1 liter of water and bringing a water filter would be a great idea, because then you can drink all the water you want all day long, and you're going to have lots more energy at the end of the day. A lot of folks like to fish with waders in this water. I don't, mainly because of all the hiking you're going to do, and in the middle of the summer the temperatures can get up, so I usually wade wet. But I still wear my wading boots, and I like the hard rubber soles. We've been guiding up here. Our guides know the water as well as anybody. Pay attention. And we've really enjoyed coming up here. The Corkins Lodge, they're great hosts to us. They're great hosts to all their guests, and many of their guests hire us to take them up the river and show them a good day and show them how great this river can be. The rainbows I caught today were beautifully marked. They had white tip fins, very clearly born here, fought well. They're in great shape. They're nice and chubby. Been searching for a big fish all day long. We've been searching for a brown trout all day long, and we got both of them with this guy. Big fish. The last fish of the day was worth it all. It was a nice brown trout that came up for a dry fly, a Bugmeister dry fly, to be exact. Very beautiful fish. That's New Mexico fishing at its finest. Every time I'm up at the Brazos, it's a gift.